Max Radio, Live 365, iHeartRadio, Imogen Faith Reid, Good American Family. Make sure you go check that out on Hulu. Welcome to the show. How's everything going, Imogen?
So good, so good. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. How do you feel about all the reception that the show has been getting? It's a big hit for Hulu.
Oh, it's insane. Like, I didn't think it would blow up like this, honestly. When you're filming it, you're just happy to film and you
Yeah.
don't think about the reception that it could get. And I just had no clue it'd blow up this big. And I'm so grateful and happy for it.
Yeah, and now that you're a breakout star, and it's been a long training process, I know just everything learning about your history. So how about we get into the really early beginning because I think it was at the age of 6 that you got into your first drama class I was reading about. So what was it that immediately you caught the acting bug?
I don't know. I think like growing up, I loved performing constantly. And if you were going to ask me, I probably would have said I wanted to be a singer when I was younger because I loved singing, anything performance wise. And yes, I did love acting as a kid, but it didn't actually spark for me until a teenager. And over here in the UK, we do our GCSEs, which is the ages of about 15 and 16, and you do like the kind of hard exams before you leave school. And I decided to take up drama, and I really thought I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed this escapism, and um, I just felt like I had a real knack for it. It just felt right. I loved it. I would be so excited for every class, and I knew that's what I wanted to do for the future. And yeah,
Yeah, it's been a journey. What would you say that you really learned from the Miskin Theater? Because that was
yes,
somewhere that you went. Yeah.
yes, yes. I think a lot of the training there, I learned how to have presence as an actor, I think. Before actually going to Miskin, I was quite introverted and kind of to myself. And I think it really allowed me to just be myself and, yeah, learning that presence as an actor, being able to hold that stillness and saying, yeah, I'm here and I'm going to show you what I'm made of. And let's go. Like just kind of that sort of vibe. And yeah, it taught me a lot.
Yeah, especially with the theater. Are you still looking to do more theater work, or are you mainly now focused on the screen? Because this was your f first speaking role that you've been a part of with Natalia
Yeah.
Grace.
Um, I would say so far my career has definitely led me down the TV and film route, but theatre's always like my first love. So I would happily go back there any day if someone asked me. So yeah, I still have so much love for it.
Was the first big theater experience Molly and Annie? Was that the first one that you really broke out with?
I think my first theatre experience, it had to be panto. We have something called pantomime over here in the UK, and I think that was my big theatre experience. Performing in front of a large crowd. It was an amazing buzz, and I loved doing it every night.
Yeah, definitely you could tell the dedication that you have just me reading about you and just seeing the acting techniques that you've been able to acquire from the theater. It really translate through the screen in this new show with Good American Family. So, because this was an open casting call and they called you back 3 or 4 times. So, what was the whole process in going back those 3 or 4 times? Because they obviously saw that you were perfect for the role. So, what was it that they were trying to check for in those 3 or 4 times?
Yeah, so it all began with a self tape, and my sister so nicely helped me with it. Um, And then hearing back from that, which I did not think I would, by the way, I then had a live um, audition with the casting directors, and it was a nerve-wracking experience. They were so lovely. We ran through the scene, and then I had my last few ones were with the actual scene in the show and with the character's name. And so yeah, we ran through that a couple times, looked for, to slowing me down when I was speaking, the accent, and just kind of getting the general vibe if I could, really hold, that kind of manipulation and just acting skills genuinely. And yeah, and yeah, I guess I did a good job.
You did. And
Yeah.
when we look at it, because when did you find out that Ellen was going to be a part of the show? Because I know you were a fan of hers prior.
I found out in August of like 2022 and I absolutely freaked out. Yeah, I freaked out. I was like, Mom, guess who's playing my mom? I was like, you won't believe it. I was so excited to do it. Yeah, it was surreal.
Is your favorite role of hers from Grey's Anatomy? Is that the one that you're most a fan
Yeah,
of? Yeah, that's the
I,
big
I
one.
yeah, I love Grey's Anatomy. I've loved it for years. It was like a real comfort show for me during lockdown. And yeah, it was, yes, it's a great show. So yeah, I was excited.
It is. And how was it working with Mark? Because I heard that the chemistry on set was just immediate when you two were working together.
Yeah, I love Mark so much. He's an amazing guy. And he really made me feel really safe during every scene that we did. And on and off camera, he's the best. And yeah, I'm really grateful I got to work with him.
No, he's definitely one of the greats up there as well. And
Yeah.
for the movement coach, so how is it that because it was Disney that really connected you with this
Yes.
movement coach and me doing my research. So what were some of the most difficult important parts of the movement, especially now that you had to learn that part of the character and then at the same time bring yourself into the role, especially with the tantrums and things like that. So what were some of the things that were the most difficult part of learning these movements?
I think, well, the movement session is really important because we wanted to obviously not replicate totally Natalia's movement. I wanted to keep it in my own body for, the authenticity of it and, just kind of feel natural with it and not feel like we're just imitating. Um, so I suppose coming from my theatre background, a lot of it is physical theatre. So that I really resonated with. Also, um, Anna, who is an amazing coach for that, she also has a theatre background. So a lot of the advice she was giving me really resonated with me, having a theatre background, because it just clicked. I knew what she wanted from me, and and we would work with certain things. Like she would say, okay, imagine you're walking through mud. How does that feel? And so that would kind of change my movement. And then she'd say, okay, there's pebbles on the ground. And then that slowly, through those kind of things, we found Natalia's walk. And it was really amazing. And for me, the physical side of it, again, I'm used to physical theatre. So I wanted to do everything physically. I wanted to push myself into everything 100%. Because if I'm doing a character, I want to fully engulf myself in that character. So that was really fun for me to do.
Yeah, you really have the dedication, and you also did your own stunts. When did you really start to do your own stunts within the industry? Because that's a fun fact that I was reading about.
Yeah, so I was a stand-in for the show The Creator,
Okay.
a movie, yeah. And so I helped practice that stunt. And the stunt was really cool. It was just a stunt where like basically hanging from like a ceiling or something, and then a monster comes and the wire cuts off and like you just fall onto the mat. And that was my first experience ever with stunts. It was the most exciting thing. I was like, when are we going again? But I really fell in love with stunts because I just feel like, it's just so fun to do everything. Because if you're this character, I just want to do as much as I can to be involved with this character. And so, yeah, when I heard obviously there are stunts on Good American Family, I asked very nicely and they let me do it, which was really amazing. Obviously, made sure I was 100% safe, which I always was every time because they had an incredible stunt team. And yeah, it was just amazing. I loved doing the stunts. Yeah.
Mhm. How was it, especially when you had to detach from the role? Because this was a dark show and heavy emotional show, especially with the
Yeah.
court process and then being abandoned from the first family, and then the second family, and then you get with the new family. So how was it detaching from this and just all the emotions? Because it's a dark theme show.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, something that was really important for me was just listening to my music, coming, like going from set and coming back to my apartment, just listening to music. I had a chill playlist that I play every night. Music really helps me wind down. Also, just talking to my friends, because they want to know how I'm doing and telling them how my day was, and just coming back to reality, Imogen and not Natalia, and that was really important for me.
What's in your playlist? I'm curious. What's in the playlist that
Okay,
calms you?
so I have Ariana Grande,
Okay.
um, We Can't Be Friends, because I love that song. Um, I don't know if you've heard of Pentatonics.
Oh
They
yeah, I've heard the group.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
their cover of Sound of Silence is my favorite thing in the world, and that with noise cancelling headphones is elite. So yeah, it just a lot of like songs like that, very relaxing, chill. That's what I needed, and yeah, it's done the trick.
Yeah. How is everything out in the UK as far as the film world goes? Because now that you're connected with the States and Ellen and all and Mark and American actors, so how is it compared to the US with the film scene out there in the UK?
Yeah, I think obviously, we have the big studios like Pinewood and Warner Bros. So the filming scene is pretty similar, I'd say, to the US. I mean, I've done more jobs over here in the
Hmm.
UK. Um, but yeah, I absolutely loved it out in the US, and I'd say both are pretty similar and both are just as good and as amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, a good friend of mine, because I'm from New York, and he's from New York as well. He came out to the UK recently. He was surprised how similar it is to being in New York. It's because you would think it's so different, but it's very similar.
Yeah, I actually think New York and London, especially the
Yeah,
cities, are very similar because I went to New York in the summer of last year and it just felt like I was home. So
yeah. It.
yeah, it felt like, oh, okay, I'm back in London now. Like the vibe, the busyness, the um, just everything. It just was like, oh, London, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very similar.
yeah, yeah.
What would you say was the favorite part of the character development with the show with Natalia?
That's a good question. I think when we switched to POV, I think episode 5, especially, you know, that kind of just slowing things down, that justice showing what actually happened. And um, I think that for me, episode 5 and 6, that kind of character development, because it really shifts. And looking back at episode 5 and 6 now, I think that's the proudest work that I've done. I'm really proud of it, because I put a lot of energy and effort into well all the show, but especially those episodes. They're pretty heavy, and yeah, so I'd say those episodes especially.
Hmm. Especially with the POV shots that you mentioned there in episode 5, just seeing the different actions, the different perspectives on the
Yeah,
character and what Natalia was going through. I think that really showcased in those scenes. I always like the ones with the tantrum. I know the car scene was insane when
yeah,
you covered Ellen's eyes. That was
yeah.
yeah, there were a lot of
I
crazy
I
scenes.
actually didn't do that stunt. That's the only stunt I didn't do. So I was like, okay, because obviously with the car moving and stuff and having to stand up, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a lay-in today, and the stunt team can do it. I'm good, but yeah, no. Um, all of those physical scenes again, absolutely loved and amazing.
No, for sure. And now that this show is underway here and is really the breakout for you, what are you looking to do next? Because I was reading about voiceover work and more animation type of thing. So, what is something that you do want to portray on the TV film screens next? What are some goals?
Yeah, I think voiceover work I have been interested in. I've always been told that my voice would be really good for animation work and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So that's always something that I wanted to pick up. Initially, like, I am an open book when it comes to the industry. I love this job and I am 100% adaptable to anything. Um, yeah, I'm just so excited for where this career takes me. And I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Yeah. Do you have a certain character or type of movie that you want to be in, like for a role, say if it were to come up? Because this one I think really proved that you're dynamic and versatile. I mean, we see that
Thank
with
you.
how you captured the role. So, is there a specific role that you do want to play for a certain type of movie?
I think this might be overreaching. I love Marvel.
Marvel.
So I would love to do something action wise. Um I also love musical theatre.
Hmm.
Um so anything musical theatre wise would be amazing. Challenging but amazing. And yeah, I don't have a specific character, but I think those genres would be really cool to get into.
Hmm. I think you also did work with Fantastic Beasts. I was reading about.
Yes, yes,
How was that?
that was amazing. That was actually my first role ever. So I was a featured artist. It was back in 2017 when we filmed it. It was like uh, incredible. You know, my first experience on set. Everything was kind of like, you know, a puppy at Christmas. It was just, oh my goodness, like I was in love with the costumes, the sets, the people, and that's when I kind of knew, okay, I really do want to do this now. Like it was incredible. I loved it.
Hmm. And now too, because you're breaking trends. You're breaking through the mold here, especially when we look at it from actors with, because now you really have gone the traditional route because you went to this with an open casting call and you landed the role. This is how acting always was and still should be, because now we're in like the social media age to where
Yeah,
people buy 1 million followers, and a lot of times people pick roles based on how many followers you have, which I've been hearing about through the industry, which is insane.
yeah.
But you broke that stereotype in this day and age, and that's we
Thank you.
need more artists and actors like you.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. Yeah, you know, the followers side of things. I'm so grateful for the people that have followed through the show and now deciding to stick with me and the journey that I'm on. It's just incredible. And again, saying back what we said in the first 5 minutes of the interview was that I didn't expect the reaction to be so big with this show, and it's just amazing to see the people that have, you know, just been so amazing and followed through my journey and Ellen's and Mark's, and it's I'm just so grateful
Mhm.
for
I-
this.
Is this true? Because in doing my research, there were you taped about 300 times for one of
No,
the
no,
yeah.
it's not true. It's just what I thought. Like, you know, I'm a perfectionist, and um, when you're in the middle of taping, you want to go again and again and again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. And I think actually I only done about 10 takes because my sister said, I want to go shopping now, Imogen. And she actually saved me because if she didn't say that, I would have probably gone another 10 times. Um, so yeah, I don't think I have it in me to do 300 and 400. My phone storage would be crying. So not in me.
I also learned that you want to direct. Where did the passion come to also be a director? I know you want to get some more acting experience in, but what is it, the passion from directing? Where'd that come from?
I don't know. It's something that I've always just loved. I think when I was on Good American Family and seeing Liz do her stuff, and you know, I was just really amazed and in awe of it. And directing for me, yes, is something that I would only ever get into if I had a very long career in acting and I knew as an actor, you know, I think I need more experience as an actor to be a director. Um, but yeah, it is something at the back of my mind that maybe in the future I would, you know, explore. But we'll see how everything goes. And yeah, but
Hmm. I wanted to talk about the barriers that you've broken too with proportional with the dwarfism, especially you're breaking that mold as well as far as representation. So how was it able to really get it within this representation? And now that we've really seen what you can do across the stage and on the screens.
thank you.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's really important to have more people like me on screens. I think we're definitely seeing it now, which is incredible. I do think we can take a push further. I would love to see, people like me it as part of main cast, and their height has nothing to do with the character, something that I'm actually trying to mold into as well in the acting scene. I just think it's really important. It shows, not everyone looks the same, not everyone is the same, and especially if you think if there's somebody, with dwarfism looking at the TV, and maybe a child looking at the TV and seeing someone like them doing something like this, and it would just mean a lot to people at home. So I think it's really important. Yeah, it's something that I think we should strive towards. And again, we've done so much with it already, but yeah, let's just keep going with it because it's amazing.
It is. BBC, this was another outstanding thing that you did early on in your career too with a documentary, kind of similar to things that you just spoke about.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's just that it's just like we need to see more of little people and just so many just diversity on screens in general is just what we need, and it will, be amazing to see.
It is. So what do you have lined up? Is there anything that you're currently working on that you can speak about yet? What's next here?
I'm actually starting something in 2 days. I haven't been announced yet, so I'm not sure I can talk about it.
Oh,
Yeah, but it will hope. Well, I know it'll be amazing. I'm so excited to start this new project, and I can't wait till it comes to the screens. And yeah, excited.
yeah. As far as directing, are you looking to create your own stories as well as far as writing too? Is that something that you would also be interested in?
You know what? Maybe again, I think I would need more acting experience. Um, because I think that's the foundation of everything.
Hmm.
Well, in my mind, I just feel like that's how I would work. Um, so yeah, I will never say no to anything. If you ask Imogen in 20 years down the line, she might be like, well, actually, I've got this, this, this. But for now, I'm gonna still stick with the acting scene and see where that takes me.
Stick with the acting scene. Well, you gave me some of your favorite artists. I'm curious, what's your top five movies of all time? Top five.
Oh, okay. All right. Now you're talking to a girly girl, so unfortunately, these are gonna be really cringy. Um, okay, I love Disney. I'm a Disney
Okay.
girl. All right. I I'm so embarrassed by my top pick. I love the Lion King.
Okay.
um, do you know what actually? A movie that came out last year, I'm actually obsessed with. I'm not usually a horror um movie person, but I loved The Substance. I thought it was an incredible movie. I love that. That actually might be one of my top faves because I really like it. Um, I love a bit of Mean Girls. I'm not gonna lie. Freaky Friday is one of my top fives. Freakier Friday is amazing, and I would say if you haven't watched that, watch it now. But it's probably not in cinemas anymore. But it's incredible. Um, yeah, I love so many movies, and I'm so bad on the spot. But my favorite genres have to be rom-coms, thrillers, um, and anything like that. So if you ever have a movie night with me, rom-coms, thrillers, and popcorn, I'm good to go.
The Substance. No, I've heard about this, and I like horror movies. That's one film that I haven't checked out yet that I need to look into.
Oh, it's so, so good. It's basically the representation of Hollywood, I think. And it's just an incredible movie. I thought I was going to be frightened because I don't like body horror, anything like that. But I was in awe of it, and I've watched it about 4 times already, and it's not even been out that long. And
It must be good.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to hear that, especially with these top films. Definitely one of especially Freaky Friday. I remember seeing that a long time ago. Didn't get to see the new sequel yet. I think that was just in theaters. I
Uh,
think it might because I went to the theaters like a week or so ago, and I saw that was still playing. So
it's
hopefully it
so
still is.
Yeah, I hope so too. I went to go see it with my sisters because we all love Freaky Friday,
Hmm.
and me and my sister we always still quote Freaky Friday. So yeah, it's an amazing watch if you can watch it. I loved it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And now that you've worked with greats like Ellen and Mark, who are some people that you would love to get the opportunity to with in the industry? Who's some of the mentors and idols that you look up to?
I really, my favorite actor of all time is a Scottish actor called David Tennant. He was on Doctor Who as the 10th Doctor.
Mhm.
Um, he is my idol because he has always been a versatile actor. And he's one of those actors where, I loved him from Doctor Who, and then anything he'd done, my family just followed his career. And any character he puts himself into, he just transforms 100%. And that's someone I want to be in the industry. And, so he's someone I really look up to. So if I ever had a project with him, I would be in awe. And yeah, just I would be sponging everything up on set.
David Tennant, yeah, there you go. There's your idol that you let's manifest that you'll be working with him soon someday. So how about with the music side of things? Because you mentioned you love to be a singer early on. You also have a presence on social media with doing singing and things like dancing, stuff like that. So is that an interest in you maybe getting into the studio making songs? Is that something that interests you too?
Yeah, I mean, I've never been much of a songwriter, I will
Hmm.
say. I haven't really delved into it, but the times when I was like 17 and I would be on my notepad trying to do something, it would just be delete, delete, delete. Like, no, not good. But in terms, I would love to do that, but in terms of like a musical theatre route, I would absolutely love that. And I love musical theatre movies actually. I love Into the Woods, um, movies like that, and something along those lines. If I could do an acting job which involved musical theatre and stuff like that, that would be my goal. I think I would love to do that. I think it would be challenging because I talk a lot, so I'd have to not talk on set and just wait till I am on set. But yeah, it would be amazing. I would love to do that.
What would it mean to you if you got the chance to be on Broadway in New York?
Oh my God, I don't think that would be incredible. I would love that. When I went to New York and when I saw Broadway, it was like, whoa, it was just amazing, and that would be surreal. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
surreal. Yeah.
So now you got this Good American Family on Hulu. Make sure everyone go check this out. These 8 episodes, you could really check out the performance that you perform with for Natalia here. Have you heard anything as far as on her side or anyone with the real story at all? Because I remember when it came out, there was no one in touch, but things might have changed because it grows in time with an audience. So have you
Yeah.
still heard anything from anyone with the real story?
No, but I just hope that, our version of the story has um made some justice, and yeah, I'm really proud of what we created.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah,
And just to leave it up to people, it's not like the movie Orphan. I know people may look
not
into
that.
it and be like, it's completely different.
No, not that. Not no
No.
no.
Unbelievable. Yeah, but it truly is. Natalia Grace, an amazing portrayal and performance on the
Thank
screen. And
you.
hopefully that it's up for some awards here too. I want to see some awards with this show.
Amazing. Yeah, I hope. Well, um, I hope so, but I just hope that everyone who is involved in Good American Family is so proud, and award or no award, I think we all done an incredible job, and I couldn't have been prouder to be a part of this job, and so grateful. It's something that I will always cherish in my mind being a part of it.
No, you definitely took the dedication to it from the movements that we talked about, and even still bringing in acting coaches to help you with the role as well. I think that shows the dedication that you've had to this role, and
Yeah,
it
I
shows.
think honestly it was Disney. I think Disney honestly really helped me out so much. I mean, um, to take me on and to take on an actor with, basically no show role because I hadn't done anything, and based off of a self-tape, I think they really took a gamble with me, and to get me an amazing acting coach who went through the script with me and worked on, Christine's point of view with Natalia and also Natalia's point of view. It was incredible, and I couldn't have had any more support than I already had. And I really owe Disney that, and it was amazing. Yeah.
No, definitely a touch and roll, I will say, just from everything that the character goes through. You really
Yeah.
feel for, especially with the neighbor scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
and you
oh,
go with the grandson, and you go to the wrong
yeah.
place and then the right address, and then she just says,
Yeah.
"Get out of here." She kicks you
I
away
know.
too.
I know. It honestly, episode 5 really breaks me. It's horrible to watch because when I watch it, I actually don't. I don't feel like I'm watching myself. I'm watching the character, and it's so hard because I know, obviously, because I played Natalia, I know what I was thinking about when doing those scenes and how I wanted it to come across. So it just breaks my heart watching it on TV. I want to like reach and give Natalia a hug.
No, but that's important. The detachment process and able to really see what the performance is like on screen. It's definitely amazing, especially for your first speaking role. It
Thank
definitely
you.
has wowed audiences.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot, honestly. It's still surreal to me. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are some other things we may not know about Imogen? Any other interests and hobbies outside of the screen? And I know you mentioned you love music, rom-coms, and thrillers, but is there anything else, any other passions that you have?
Yeah. What do I do? Well, um, no professional passions. I guess hobbies that I like to do as a person. I love skating. Now, am I good at it? No, but I love doing it. I am a little bit of a gamer. I'm like a casual gamer. I love my Switch. It's my baby. And I play games like Animal Crossing, Red Dead Redemption, all the greats. I love it all. I love going to the movie theater with my friends. So yeah, I think that's a day in the life of me. I'm just a little hermit at home, and I will occasionally skate really badly in the park if anyone wants to see that. It's really bad.
Maybe a skating role in the future, maybe.
Oh, maybe a lot. Give me 10 years of practice, and I'll come back to
Yeah.
you.
Especially how is the audiences over there for the movies? Because I feel like in the US, do you kind of notice it as well, like a decline? Because I think it just, I mean, with the audiences in the US, I feel as though the younger generations don't really have an interest in it anymore because everything is all digital. They can just watch the movie on these streaming
Yeah.
services now. And now when they do go to the movie theaters, they're on their phones. They're not paying attention. It's
Yeah, I
yeah.
think you're right. I think that is the main issue. And I guess it's just going with the times, isn't it? A lot of things are streaming now, so you can just go onto Disney, watch what you want to watch, go onto Netflix and what have you. I love going to the movie theater. I think it's amazing, having my popcorn with my friends. It's a real social event for me. It's my favorite thing to do actually. Um, but I think maybe that's because I come from a kind of more different generation. When I was 15, 16, I'd be going to the movie theater to watch the new thing, and that's been a tradition that has a real social event. I think being 16 and 15, that was my kind of era of going to the movies and seeing the latest thing. But I do get it. It's a generational thing. I think now the younger generation, everything is streamed. Growing up, I watched a Disney Channel on the TV, but the younger generation don't have that anymore.
Mhm.
So, I guess things are just changing and people just have to go with the change. But I will always be at the movie. So I
I love that. How do you feel about social media as far as, because I feel as though it's a heavy job because it's almost like having another job on the side because you have to maintain that audience, keep putting out content on the side of you going to auditions and doing actual work.
Yeah, I mean, for me, when I do TikToks and stuff, that's just because it's fun and I
Hmm.
just like it, and I'm living my fantasy of being, that oh, get ready with me kind of girl. Um, you know, um, I absolutely just love it, and I really um have so much awe for people that do it for a job, content creators and influencers, because it's not easy. It's
No.
put out content constantly. It's, knowing what your audience is engaged with and keeping up with change. And it's really difficult. And so I admire people in the industry doing stuff like that because it is hard and you have to put a lot of work into it.
No, absolutely. It definitely is. And you're doing both from the tabloids to the screens.
Thanks. Well, I try not.
Yeah.
No, I love it. It's just fun for me, and I love the followers that I've gained. They're really sweet, and a lot of them I actually see. When I leave my house and stuff, and they recognize me, and it's just so sweet. I think I've built a really nice little community, and yeah, I'm really grateful for people that take the time to not only say hi to me when they see me, but just follow me and follow everything I do. It's really sweet.
Well, you've kind of always had some kind of support and follow, especially because in the community theater and the theaters that you were doing, people always gravitated towards your performances.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
it's true. And you know, um time and time again I'll get messages from people being like, "Hey, I followed you since 2019 or 2018. Keep up the good work. It's amazing to see you progress and grow." And messages like that are so nice because they really have been here from the beginning. And yeah, so it's so nice for people to be on this journey with me and yeah, followers that have been here and my friends and family especially, it's just amazing.
Absolutely. It's all with the dedication and work that you've been putting it into the craft.
Thank you, thank you.
Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. Imogen, is there anything else you'd love to let your fans know? Anything else that we didn't talk about today that you want to make sure that people know about?
We already did, but I'm gonna make sure to say if you haven't watched Good American Family, please watch it. It is on Hulu and Disney Plus. If you're not in the US, it's on Disney Plus for us in the UK. All episodes are now streaming. It is an amazing watch. And yeah, I'm so grateful to be a part of it. And yeah, thank you so much for having me. I've loved this chat. Yeah, it's been amazing and yeah, it's been so fun.
Oh, thank you, Imogen. I appreciate it. And thank you to Peter as well for getting this connected and set up
Uh,
with the interview. Yeah.
yes, Peter is incredible. I love Peter. He's amazing.
Yes. No, you're
Yeah,
in good hands with him.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, Imogen, I look forward to hearing about this new thing that you're working on and just the upcoming work that you have.
Thank
Anytime that you
you.
are ready for press, we'd love to have you back on.
Oh, thank you so much. I'd love to be back on too. You're such a
Yeah.
vibe. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Imogen. And let them know they can follow you on Instagram, TikTok, so that they can check you out on the social media platforms and follow you there.
Yes, yes. TikTok is Imi Faith. Instagram is Imogen Faith underscore underscore. Those are my two main outlets, and you'll find me on there doing some bad skating, girly makeup tutorials if you're into that. And yeah, it's a cool, nice community.
It definitely is. Give her a follow and go check out Good American Family on Hulu.
Thank you so
Of
much.
course, Imogen, take care. Enjoy the rest of your night, all right?
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.